I've gone ahead and traced out the lining I'm going to be using. So you can see there's a lining here, but this is the front, the one with the lapel, the center front, right? As you can see, this is the shoulder here, remember. So the center front, because I'm going to be using the black, remember there's going to be this black satin at the neckline, so that's why I have this instead of using the lining. But if you don't want to use like a different color of fabric, then you can just trace this same fabric, the same fabric that you're working with, trace it again and have two of it to be the front, the center front. But because I want to use a different color so that when you fold the neckline, you want a different color to show when you fold the neckline, that's why I'm using this one. But if you want, when you fold it, you want the same pattern of your fabric to be out here when you fold it, then just cut the same of these another two pieces of it, because this is going to be one side of the front and then the other side of the front. So when you open it up, one side folds open and then the other side folds open. So this is the center front, this is the second piece in the front, and then this is my back panel. I also traced out the lining for the back. One is the center is folded, right? The center back is folded, and then there's two pieces for the side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and join my linings and then join my fabric also. Then I'll now join the two together before I put in my sleeve. So I'm going to do that and come back. This is the one side of the front. So what I did is just go to the sewing machine, put back the two front panel on one side together, right? And then you join your line, the satin and the lining also together. You see what I did here? So I joined it separately. I joined the lining and the satin, joined the two pieces of the back, and then I joined it here. Then I attach the two of them together. You see, this is one side of my front panel. So you see what is coming together now. So if you look at it now, this is one side, right? So if I open it up, see the neckline is coming together now. This is one side. So I'm going to show you guys, this is the second side here. You see, this is the second side. If I move this aside now, the same thing is what I did here. Join your lining and the satin that you're using, except you're using the same fabric, then you're going to join the same. If you're using this same fabric that if you don't want the same fabric, if you want to use the same fabric, then just cut the same of this one here and then join it to your lining, this which is going to be the second part here, and then after that join the two together. But I want a different color, that's why I have this black here, so that this is what a different color gives you. When you fold it open, you have a different color on the inside, right? So this is the only place I have this black right now. So the next thing is the back. So you see what I did for the back here? The same thing. I joined my lining together, 1, 2, 3 piece. Join my back panel, 1, 2, 3 piece. And then remember, your lining is shorter than the main fabric. And then I opened it up and joined it together, right? Join the lining and the main fabric together. Pull the lining up. Once you put the lining up, it will pull this fabric in, and then you go back and iron it, pin it down. So what I'm going to do now is, so now that the back is ready, the two fronts is ready, how you're going to join it together is, so I'm going to place it. So guys, remember this is going to be your neckline going towards the back, right? And then one from the other side is going towards the back. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this here and the other side here, right? The other side, that's the neckline. Remember the two of them are supposed to meet at the back here, right? And then turn out to be your collar all the way, right? So it's supposed to look something like this. So it's going to go through the back neckline and then come in front this way. So what you're going to do is, after joining it, you're going to open up this one here, open up the second one here, and then you're going to go in and join it together here. You see, you're going to join this part here. That's the half an inch that we added to that tray. So you're going to join this part together, and then after joining it together, you're now going to join it to this dress. That's how you're now going to join it to this here. So guys, this is what it looks like right now. So how I join the neck is just after joining everything. See what you're going to do here. You're going to join the back panel, the main fabric of the back panel, to the main fabric in front. So you're going to take the shoulder, join the two shoulder like how you normally join the shoulder of your clothes. So you're going to take the shoulder on this side, join it to this one. Make sure that you place your shoulder dart together. Place the same way for this one, and then when you're done, you see the lining is going to go to the back of this one here, of the neckline from this, and then this one here is also going to go directly to the cloth. So you see how it's done. So this is how I attached it. So when I'm done, you see something like this. You see the two shoulder is joined together, and then the lining goes together with the end of this one here. You see? So now what I'm going to do is trying to close up the side. So I'm going to close up the two sides, and then I'm going to put in my sleeve. So guys, this is my sleeve here. So basically folded my fabric into two. The armhole I'm using is 20 divided by 2, that's 10. So my width is 10. I'm going to come down here by 4 inches. And then I'm going to mark, this is my sleeve cap, 4 inches down here. Mark from this point to this point a straight line. Find the center of this straight line. So 11 inches from here to here. The center is 5.5. From this 5.5, I'm going to mark it down here. Give it a slant down. And then from this top part, I'm going to give it a curve on this top part. So you see, one curve going down and then the other curve going up at this junction here. So now I'm just going to cut out the rest. So from here, you're just going to measure your the sleeve width that you're using. Add maybe 1 inch for your seam allowance, connect it to this point, and that's basically it. So I'm just going to cut this out. So guys, this is my sleeve right now. So I'm going to join the side of my dress and put in the sleeve. This is what it looks like right now. I've gone ahead and put the sleeve, and then this is the neckline here. So this is the complete dress as of now. So I'm going to measure from the shoulder to this here about 22 inches down, and I'm going to mark it. And I'm going to do the same on this side too. 22 inches is where I'm going to mark here. So I'm going to mark at this point here. This is because I want to put this false pocket here. So I'm going to put this false pocket here. So basically I just cut a piece of fabric. So about this much of fabric. So the width of this fabric is about the width is about 5.5 inches, right? Or you can use 5 inches, 5.5 inches. So what I did is the way it is right now, I sewed it down on one side, sewed it down on the other end, right? And then after that, I flipped it right side facing me, right? So I have something that looks like this right now. So I'll go back, iron this down, right? I'm going to go and iron it. So as you can see, the length I have here is about 3 inches length, right? So which means you're going to make yours 6 inches, right? So that when you fold it into two, you have 3 inches when folded. And then the width is going to be about 5 inches or 5.5. Then you sew the two sides. So what I'm going to do is just, after making something like this pocket now, I'm going to fold it into two this way. Not into two, just fold this rough end here. And then I'm going to hold it down with pin and stitch it on top here. So I'm going to stitch it down, make a stitch on top here, and then iron this down. So it will look something like this. I'm going to do it on this side too. So on the two sides, that's where I'm going to do, on this side and then also on this side. So right now, this is what it looks like. So, and also guys, I wanted to explain something. When I was cutting it for the back, I said for the back shoulder dart, I made a mistake because I was thinking of the front. But basically, what you have to do is when you're when you want to angle the back dart, you're supposed to, instead of stopping at 10 for going up, like, you know what I said was come from the shoulder, and then you're going to stop at before you get to the chest line, you're going to stop at 10. No, your angle might reach up to 9, up to 7, right? So your angle, you're going to blend it in to reach up to 7, and then the line goes up to your shoulder. You understand? So from that angle, you have half an inch on this side, half an inch on one side. Then you're going to angle it up till maybe from your shoulder to 7 inches, and then you trim it out. So because if you do it the other way, the way I explained it before, that stopping before 10 inches, then it will look as if you're making it for like the front where you have the bust. but the back there's no bust there, so you're supposed to blend in the dark to go up. So that was my mistake. So that's it for now. I'm going to go and put the first pocket ahead and put this in. So the next thing I'm going to do is just put button on one end and then put the button hook on the other end on this side. So as you can, let me remove this so you can see. So I pinned it down before. So what I'm going to do is put button on this side and then my button hole here, maybe 3 buttons, one here, another here, or maybe 4. It depends on you. So this is what it looks like. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Bye.